This episode of the Relationship Status Podcast is brought to you by the Southern Elegance Candle Company, where modern values meet Southern charm. Right now, check out their fall and holiday collection with candle scents such as caramel latte, fireside, sweet potato and brown sugar, and our personal favorite, orange spice. The scent is cloves wrapped in a citrusy orange essence that takes you all the way back to grandma's house. This one is sure to be your favorite, just like it is ours. So visit secandlecode.com and use our promo code CRUX, that's CRUX, for 15% off all regularly priced items. That's secandlecode.com, where they lovingly craft each scent and city combination to elicit a fond memory to whisk you to a place of pure joy. Welcome back to Crux Media presents Past the Remote. Ready to Love. We are recapping Ready to Love season 4, episode 3. And I'm here with my lovely, wonderful peepers. First off, we're going to welcome to the show from MyCurlsspeak With Key Podcast. It is Key, of course. Hey, Key.
Hey, happy Tuesday. Yes.
Happy Tuesday. How you doing on this wonderful...
I can't complain. It's a new week.
You said Tuesday, and it's actually Happy Monday.
Yeah, whatever day you're listening to this. Because somebody's going to listen to it on Tuesday.
But people live is...
Happy Monday.
Yes,
I need a nap.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You do.
Listen to my show on Wednesday.
And she hasn't had any drinks, so her curls should still be speaking, except for the Capri Sun, the watermelon Capri Sun that we got here in the building. Next, straight all the way from Atlanta, we got AKA Big Muffins. What's going on there, brother Jeff?
Beautiful people, what's going on, man? I want to send a special shout out to Mama Muffins. What's going on, moms? She just completed her last week of radiation. So big ups to moms and her fight against breast cancer. Mom, proud of you. Love you.
Wait, shout out to moms. Give moms a round of applause.
Yeah.
How was your week there, Jeff?
Other than E prophesying that butt whooping my Jets took this week, I'm straight.
Well, that butt cutting, but all right. And then all the way from PA, our boy at Big Kid Envy, Ibby in the building. What's going on, bro? What's happening? How's the week treat you?
Treat me good, huh? New brim.
You got a new brim? I see you. I ain't got no new brim. I'm gonna be up there in a couple weeks.
I'm really about to get my hat game up. I'm sick of this. I'm getting my hat game up.
Yeah, y'all send me some in the mail.
My guy put me on.
Well, just to let you know, Unfiltered's about to drop the beanies, so look out for them.
The code is curls.
You said what? E?
I definitely need some of those because it be cold up here.
Oh yeah, we got I should have them. They should be in stock next week, so we'll go ahead and send out a couple of samples. All right, y'all, man. Let's get right into it. The episode starts out with Tasia getting to the brunch. Tommy Miles from the for those who don't know, the host of the show is Tommy Miles from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. And they start out with Tasia getting to the brunch first because he set up a brunch for them and asking a few of the men, like she was still butthurt about being in the bottom 2 the night before. Mm-hmm. So she was like, hey, look, and it was the wrong men was in there. Who was in there? It was Corey who
just know how to lie. He gonna tell you what you want to know.
Corey's just the wrong person to be anywhere, at any time.
The wrong person to ask.
So I can't get. All right, go ahead.
We gonna you talking about you gonna get into Corey a little bit later?
Listen.
All right, so So thoughts on her approach, like her aggressiveness in that moment of like trying to figure out why did she end up in the bottom two, Key? What's your thoughts on that?
Her expectations were entirely too high for men. And what I mean by that is, what made her think that they were going to tell her exactly how she ended up there? Like,
she did.
Right.
Like most women do.
No, I don't expect men lie. Men lie.
Women
I gotta hold it down for the W's.
And women believe it.
No, I don't believe it because Kaya told me not to.
You always tell the truth.
Kaya said don't trust them. So I know y'all be lying.
Oh,
I am an honest man. I am an honest man.
I am God's honest.
Okay, well, go ahead, Key.
Okay. Well, back to what I was saying, like, even with the episode before that, when she was like, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. How did this happen? I thought I built connections. I mean, they're saying what they want you to hear when they're talking to you. And that's basically how this is. Like, I don't think they're going to walk up to you and be like, oh, I'm not attracted to you. Or most of these men are not going to do that because they don't want to get voted off themselves. Mm-hmm. So they don't want to say the wrong thing. So that was my only problem with her. I feel like she should have just, it wasn't really an L.
She should have relaxed.
It wasn't an L because she's still on the show. So she didn't lose, but she should have just took that as a sign that, okay, maybe I need to step my game up. I need to do better with these dates or with my, vibing back and forth. I would have took that as, okay, I almost went home. Let me do better this time.
First of all, she ain't that fine. She's a bootleg Lala.
I got you. You talking about Tasia?
Yes, she's not that fine. And her attitude gonna get her because her attitude. Just because she was pack them droopy things.
She was wrong at the mad people.
Little dress doesn't mean that every dude in the room is supposed to be feeling.
Did you say that?
Yes, I did. That there was you. Come on, them things need to be covered.
Droopy things.
and held up.
Not. Oh my god.
She was wrong. She was mad wrong.
She's beautiful. But she ain't that. She ain't Piff.
Nah. Jeff, what's your thoughts on her?
Yo, I think she came at it with the wrong attitude. Like, I get you mad, I get you pissed, I get you angry, but I think like a little bit of what Key said, because of the setup of the show, the Olympic dating, these dudes ain't finna be 100% honest with you. Not on like the first, second date or something like that. Like, step your game up. Like you said, pack them things in and put your big girl panties on and let's go.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. 100% with you on that. Okay, so we head out on this is the first episode where you see them go out on dates. Moomin, Corey bombed the mixer. Completely bombed the mixer. Trashed it.
Bad.
But when everybody was leaving the mixer, Moomin has a flat tire and Corey fixes the flat tire.
That was an act of God. That was an act of God.
That was the good Lord shining on him.
Yeah, because every man don't know how to fix no tire.
Well, not only that, but I think there were other guys who left the scene and saw her flat tire.
And just kept going.
And kept riding because until Corey, I didn't hear anybody talk about this girl.
Nothing. She was white.
Nada.
Like next week when it falls on the men, but we get to that because that's a segment at the end. But Moomin, like she was, because I don't find her to be attractive. Her weave is bad.
Her weave is good.
On the show,
I don't know what Oprah gave them for money.
But you gotta I don't think we gotta research
all
that.
The way free. Because you could tell because them laces is lifting.
Yeah, we gotta research that because
lifting
but anyway, so Corey, it falls into his hands. Now Corey was a gentleman. He said he had to take his shirt off.
I had saw that. I wasn't impressed, but I saw it.
Changed the tire and it opened him up to a phone call from her. Mm-hmm. And they decided to go out on a date. So their date was at a park. Mm-hmm. And they did a little hiking. And then they went and sat on probably the oddest place that you could possibly sit on a big ass tree stump. A big tree branch. I don't even know.
They walked 10 feet.
They walked like 10 feet from the open area into the bush, into the trees.
Right. And it was a tree root. Now,
she seems to like his conversation. She seems to find his corniness cute. And then he did some creep stuff. Like he got down and was like, hey, look, I'm about to help you off, and got behind her and said, hey, let's pretend we're on a horse. Like,
I've never in all the days of my life
I was like, what is
seen
he
anything
doing?
like that.
Yeah.
So you ain't never had a brother
does that? Who
doubles
does
with
that?
You say what?
What'd you say? Eve?
You ain't never had nobody try to do doubles with you on a swing?
No.
Oh, that was elementary's finest fun.
Yeah, I didn't go to the
Have
park.
you ever pulled that move?
Swings that you go like that,
No, I never had nobody do that.
and
to
you
me.
pump that thing.
I would tell all the girls that they got to stand up and I'm sitting.
No, I didn't experience
like when you put
that.
your hands on the arm.
Y'all was different up there.
Oh man, listen.
You missing out.
Okay.
I'm not.
See,
I'm
that
not
is
listening.
further proving the point that his
Somebody might
grown
think
behind
you
is pulling an elementary move.
which is Jeff. And now let me say this. I'm gonna tell you the vibe, because this is what I was getting to. I'm gonna tell you the vibe that Corey gives me. Corey gives me the vibe of someone who was corny as crap in high school
And got money.
and ended up like, I'm gonna show him. I'm gonna be something. Turned his body into something.
Right.
Made some money, and
Like
now he's out there. Yeah, so now he's out there. But the thing about a corny dude
They don't know they corny.
is you don't know you're corny. And then whether you have money or not, you're still corny.
You can't uncorn.
You can't uncorn.
The thing that corny. I'm about to say corny.
Can't uncorn.
The thing that Corey said that got me was he said, if you take one step, I'm gonna take three. I was like, that's real creepy to me. Like he real aggressive when he come to his approach. I don't.
Nah, but you got to. A man has to show 80 and a woman
Corey reminds me of
Not the way he go about it.
Nah,
You're
but he
not about
comes-
to hump me
Corey
and
reminds
act
me-
like
Corey
you on a
reminds me
hole.
of Pepe Le Pew.
I think
Corey is Pepe Le Pew.
I think he redeemed himself on that one.
Yeah, he redeemed himself. She seemed to have liked his corniness, and I think that changing her tire.
That's the only reason he got that date.
No, that's the only reason he got that date. But she
They
saw,
spoke on the phone too.
and they talked on the phone, and they had a conversation,
She called him.
and she called him. But think about that. That was what's it called? Oh my God, what's it called? Somebody pulls your chair out, opens your door.
Carmen
Acts of service.
Huh?
That's acts of service, right?
It's acts of service, but it's
I thought it
chivalry.
was- Oh yeah.
Chivalry.
Mhm.
All right, so he showed chivalry, and in a sense of, nah, baby, don't worry about it. I got you.
Mhm.
And I think that went a long way with her, because you know what it is for a woman.
Mhm.
Like, it doesn't always have to be a physical attraction. Y'all will overlook some stuff.
I don't overlook corny.
No, I'm just saying, y'all will overlook some stuff. Y'all will overlook some stuff to get to a point, right?
Well, I will say this. Sometimes you be blind and you don't know they corny until after you get out of it.
Okay.
And then you be like, oh Lord, how did I do that?
How did you do that? And so,
Because he was cone.
cone. Now we're going to get to the, so I think Corey is like high up there on my creeper meter.
Oh, definitely so.
And I think right behind him on my creeper meter is Kamil. Kamil.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting this.
Definitely.
My
Definitely.
God.
Get to the next date. Get to the next date. Get to the next date.
I'm right. I'm on my way, Jeff. I'm on my way.
Because we got to talk about these.
Lord have mercy.
So Kamil sets up a 4-way date. She asked Walter out on a date with her,
Mhm.
and then invited Cornelius and Courtney to be on a date together, literally just to see how he interacted with other women within the process.
To be honest with you, I felt like that was mad disrespectful to Walter. Like, you really just used him.
It was.
And Walter knew it, because he said it at the end of the day. He said, shoot, I'm just gonna sit here and eat my shrimp. I don't even know why I'm here.
Why am I here? He said, why am I even here?
He said, matter of fact, man, I gotta get back to the office.
Yo.
So go ahead.
Stupid. You know, I always got to find one that's stupid as hell. But she better calm down before she get herself voted off by being so clingy. She's way too clingy. Like, this is my guy. That's that's a turn off. That does not get me. I'm sorry.
That's a great question. I had that written down.
Yeah.
Thoughts on the importance of sex before marriage?
You got to test drive that car.
It's 2021.
You got to test drive it.
21.
Because if you don't know how to drive no stick, you cannot get in the car with me. Okay. Okay. I need some.
Preach.
Okay.
Yo, that's not funny. That's also what I said too, though. Like,
hey, we're gonna leave it on that one. We're gonna leave it on that one.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you what what that's gonna make me do right now. I need to go pour me a drink. That's what I'm about to do.
Damn, son.
My bad.
Go ahead, get your drink. But I'm telling you, physical first. You can build on the rest.
No, yeah, because you gotta look like something.
Yeah,
then
so
after you look like something, you gotta rub like something, okay? And then after that, we can be emotionally, connected.
You gotta rub something like you can rub something like
something. Okay.
Oh no! Oh Lord!
Listen. Now, one of the most unlikely people. One of the most unlikely people, Zadia. She shows up in this number. I wish I had the I'm moist drop.
You was moist? Off
what she had off, what Zadie had on when she went to go see Tyrone. Goddamn right. Goddamn right. We will post that on our social media. They have a lunch date.
When women work out, they like to show off stuff.
Moist.
Oh, there you go.
All that response, I said I'm moist.
Yeah.
God, I'm moist. Yes, I am. All over me. Saturate.
Oh God, where are we going?
All right. Before we get canceled, man, let's stay on topic. Let's get this good. All right. But Tyrone and her, they talk. They get a little deep. Tyrone talks about his PSD. I was gonna pose the question of, can you date a person with PSD?
PTSD.
PTSD. Jesus Christ. PTSD. I'm sorry about that. But I thought a deeper question was, do you think Tyrone revealed too much too soon? E, what you thought about it? Do you think he revealed too much too soon?
No. Because women have to emotionally connect with you. So revealing the fact that he has something that actually can change the scope of their relationship if they get into a long-term relationship is very important. So I think that it was the perfect opportunity for him. And it explains a lot of why he does not move around the room when they're at these mixers. So it's letting them know that he's deeper than what they see and that he can be what they need to be. So I would have did the same thing.
Okay. Key, what you thought?
For him, no. I don't think he said it too soon, because I agree with Ibby that we do women.
I wasn't talking necessarily it. I'm just talking about, did he reveal too much?
I wasn't finished. You gotta let me finish talking.
Excuse me, shut me up.
Okay. I don't feel like he revealed too much, because I feel exactly how Ibby feels about the fact that women we prefer, once we got the physical attraction, then the emotional thing is next. Now, in the case of, if it was a woman, like, for example, I have PTSD, I do not tell people that early on.
Okay. Because it could.
Because no, it's not because I feel like a man would be scared of it. That's not it. It's because when you reveal too much trauma, as a woman, when you reveal too much trauma to a man, sometimes they could use that against you.
Okay.
That's not a real man.
I do agree with that.
That's a male. That's
a real man.
Yeah.
Will take your trauma
and handle that.
And even if he can't fix the problem, you should be able to know that you can come to him with anything.
Mm-hmm.
So reveal first.
Preach.
Okay. Well, Jeff, I'm gonna ask you this, and I tailor-made this question just for you. How do you feel, or have you been in a situation, because you're married, and with the courtship of your wife, and I mean, all of us have been married, but you're currently married. Do you feel like if things that did she reveal too much too soon? Did she hold back? Have you had to learn her over time? And what would have changed anything if she did reveal too much early on?
My wife has always been a straight shooter, 100%. This is what you get. She told me a lot up front, and I'll be honest, it took me learning how to understand it, because again, people come from different situations, different backgrounds. So I didn't understand it at first, but the more I got to know her, I appreciated her telling me things up front, because I saw how it affected her. I saw how she did this because of something she revealed to me. So it wasn't too much too soon, because it laid the foundation for something beautiful to be made about. I think when people reveal a lot early on, it's up to the other person to really say, okay, I'm gonna help you with this, or I'm gonna help you work through this, or be like, nah, that's too much for me. And I think I thank her for telling me that stuff early on. Like you said, you don't we talked about that last time. You don't want to get to know a person's representative. Like, you want to know the real them. And when they're able to do that and be consistent with that, it lays a foundation for something beautiful.
All right, I can get with that. That seems to make sense. And then they transition over to Asia and the aforementioned Carrington. They meet up for a date. Now, Asia, when she's talking, now tell me if everybody's with me on this. When she got her hair down, she looks like a treasure trove.
Don't you ever disrespect my woman in your life.
When she's got her hair down,
I knew you was picking her. Eve, I knew that was your crush. I knew it, Eve. I knew it.
It was that blonde hair.
Man, she looked like a treasure trove with her hair down, man. I don't care what you say. With her hair down. Now, with her hair up, she's way more attractive with her hair up.
All she had to say for me was when she walked into the pizza, she was like, the BX is in the building. I was like, yes.
Now, I will say her New York swag.
I knew it. Eve was ready to propose right there.
100. 100.
Her New York swag make her look better than what she is. I will say that. Her New York swag does make her look better than what she is.
It's something, because I'm from New York, it's something about a New York woman that is like, she doesn't come across as weak, but she's sensitive.
Yeah, she got that side.
Nah.
Yeah.
But she gonna tell you what's real and not take no junk from you. You know what I'm saying? And
I've always and I think that you can, a lot of New York women are like that, like straight up going to tell you like, yo, I ain't that. This ain't that. That's what they're gonna tell you from the gate. This ain't that. But you saw the sensitive side when she started to talk about her daughter and how much she ride for her daughter, and how much she wants to show her daughter how strong a woman needs to be even through all of the mess. And you saw that little sensitive side where she kind of, had to kind of, start to tear up a little bit. But I really didn't want to focus on her because I think she's in a better place than Carrington is. So I wanted to focus on Carrington a little bit here. First off, we're in the season of red flags, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
It's a hot thing now. Red flags. It's always been around, but all of a sudden in the last couple months.
I ain't never heard of this many times.
I ain't never heard of this many damn times. But
ain't red.
All right. So what red flags do you see with Carrington? And I just want everybody to give me one. So Jeff, what red flag do you see with Carrington?
His earring.
My dude. My dude. Shit. That earring too long. The earrings that dangle.
Like, who wears a dangling? Well, I guess those that are spicy.
Tanky.
Exactly. Keep next flag.
Next flag. Key. What red flag do you see here? The same one?
He get real. The more he drank, the more the more feminine he comes out.
That man was drinking the amaretto sour on the final date.
It had a cute
With a cherry in it.
Yeah.
Who drinks out of straw?
God.
And then you notice when they flash to Tyrone, he's taking a sip like a man's supposed to do.
Yeah, like a man's supposed to do.
Yo,
Tyrone.
put some lipstick on that, brother.
Oh my god.
Yes, it was
Oh my
party.
gosh.
Man, but anyway.
Yeah.
E, what was your red flag on
He about to be on Jose Tinder.
Yo, you mean Troy? But nah, I was gonna say earring too, but the fact that he argues with women.
I can't stand
like, dude, you have. I'm not gonna take that. I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
You're not gonna.
Yeah.
Really, dude? Like this is how you present yourself to a female.
Yeah.
All right, so you might as well break out your Vaseline and slick your hair back because y'all two about to fight.
Yeah. Go ahead and put that Vaseline on.
Hey,
my red flag. Go ahead, Jeff.
Does it make you wonder what club he works at? I said, does it make you wonder what clubs he does his event planning at?
Wednesday night.
He was promoting.
Do he work at the club on Wednesday night?
Y'all know what Wednesday night is.
No.
I'm supposed to be at the club. Do not know when others do they come.
On Wednesday night.
No.
That's why he interviewed. Because he's trying to mask his femininity.
Oh God.
And the more he drink and the more upset he get, the more it come out. Because she wanted to call him sis at the end.
I'm just glad that he went on a date with her, so I got to see her.
Okay, we got to get to the next date.
Well, my red flag was different than all of yours because y'all all had the same one. And I knew you all would, so I said, let me look a little deeper and figure out what would be another red flag. And my red flag was the fact that he said, "I don't cheat because I never get in a relationship." To call it cheating.
That whole conversation. Did you notice how he was sweating?
Yeah, like he was sweating. He was like, "Oh, this is some bullshit. Let me go ahead and
hard."
She was about to ask that. I think she asked him. They just hear it.
But here's the thing, and I think that he did it. Although she was feeling him, I think those comments, she already was feeling a certain type of way because she knew he was a club promoter. So she was like, it's a lot of women and a lot of this and a lot of that. And I don't know if I could deal with that.
Yeah.
And then you're literally saying, I don't get in relationships because I want to mess with all these women.
Yeah.
So I can't, so it doesn't constitute cheating. I just don't get in a relationship. And I think that was a red flag for me. So that it doesn't constitute cheating. I just want to be in a relationship.
Yo, what woman don't want a bestie like that?
What woman don't?
You want you a man that can help you with your dresses.
No.
Yo, did you hear what that
think
man
it's Curlsspeak?
Hold on. Another red flag real quick. That man said he had her face on and she had her nails and they was polished, and I just love a polished woman. I was like,
so you don't like no polished?
what? A woman would notice their nail polish.
Not the way
So you don't
describing it.
Well put together.
I understand well put together. I use
You know what? I don't.
vernacular I use is I like to see a woman that's very well put together. I do not say polished.
It sounds so funny coming out your mouth.
Exactly.
Never.
Exactly. I've never once.
He's a straight man.
Because why? I am a straight man.
All he had to say was she looked fabulous.
And Carrington gets this. No.
Oh Oh,
Yes.
Lord.
Man, at the end of the day, man, I'm telling
We
you.
gotta get canceled off this one episode.
All right, let's move on.
It's all right.
We ain't racist this week, but these all black folks.
Next day. Next up, there was a 5-way. All right. They had a 5-way with Dante. I got Ian, but I know his name ain't Ian.
Ain't no Ians.
Tasia, Shiloh, Xavier, and
Naeem.
Naeem. God dog it.
It's called the brother Bilal.
Bilal.
Brother Bilal.
Brother Bilal. Zadia mentions that these are two of her top 2 dudes. Here's a question. Does Shiloh have an advantage? And this is for you, Ibrahim. Does Shiloh have an advantage being that she's an intimacy coach?
Yes, baby, use that advantage. Please. Definitely use your advantage. But that's what it's all about, though, right? You know what I'm saying? You're trying to win. It's a competition, right? So go ahead, use your tools. But you also going to be able to notice the wrong thing too. So go ahead. Yo, nah, I'm with it.
What about you, Key?
Yeah, she know what to say. She know how to get them going. And you know, the thing about her being an intimacy coach, let's be for real. Men think with their penises first. So
Peter Bird.
I use the correct term.
Okay.
Meaning that makes it clean.
Okay. That does make it clean.
Okay. Because it's clean over there on MyCurlsspeak with Key. So I know how to talk.
Okay.
But the fact that she does know everything about being intimate, and men do think with their second head first, that makes it where she has an advantage over the other women. Because even with the date, the 5-way date, and she talked about like how she would blindfold him and have him taste this, and it wasn't sexual. What she was talking about wasn't sexual. It was more sensual.
Very sensual.
And the thing is, y'all like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I like her. Mm-hmm. I like her. I had wrote down what she had said, y'all.
Jeff, what's your thoughts on Shiloh in this particular scene?
I don't think she has an advantage, because if she did, she wouldn't be on the show. But I think she knows exactly what to say to keep the attention on her and to keep them interested in what she has to say. So she spit the right things to say, like, hey, I'm going to take your intimacy to the next level. Every brother wants to hear that. We going to do what? Because now they thinking of all the nasty, freaky stuff they about to do with Shiloh on some next level type stuff. So she won the game on that one.
Mm-hmm.
He said she won the game?
Mm-hmm.
Game, set, match?
She doing it.
She doing it big.
Like that whole that they was checkmate when she started talking about some next level. I would blindfold you and this, that, and the third. You see, they wasn't paying attention to the other 2 girls. None.
Okay, now.
Wait, hold up before you go. I honestly didn't even notice that part, because that don't turn me on.
What, the sensuality of it?
No, blindfolding and duct taping and all that nonsense.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm with you on that, cuz I ain't into all that.
It's that. So she gonna have to say something different, but I still think she got an advantage.
Okay. All right, now I got a question for y'all, because, hey, as I was watching it, I was like, I'm pretty sure our listeners want to know. And they asked it on the show, so I'm going to ask it here.
Mm-hmm.
What's the weirdest place that you've ever had sex? Key.
Oh, God.
I might get in trouble for this one.
Yo, I just shout my mama out on this show, yo.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Shout my mama out on this show, yo. She's gonna do this to me.
I'm so sorry.
Late.
The weirdest place I've ever had sex would be in Barnes and Noble.
Damn. That's like library.
What?
You in the romance section?
What section was you in? Mystery?
Oh,
I
you-
need to know
you-
this mystery? Was it children's books? Was it self-help?
I think It wasn't still help because she was getting help.
Too exposed. It's close to the front. It was near the back where the horror books you see. The thrillers.
You was with the Eric Jerome Dickey
Horror.
books.
The thrillers.
You know what I'm saying?
It was nice though.
It was
Yeah.
Donald Goins.
I bet by that Donald Goins.
Getting that tough stuff. You go, girl.
Oh God.
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
All right. E, what's yours?
Shit. Alright. To the people. I just hope no questions come back from this.
Yes.
I swear I would never tell. It was the stock room.
Which one?
Woodbridge Mall.
Woodbridge Mall.
Yeah. I had the keys.
Okay.
He had the keys to the streets.
Well, I used to do LP for them. I got that phone call. I couldn't. I'm a weak man. And yeah, we took it to the third floor stock room over there.
All right, Jeff, I'm gonna help you out here.
No.
Yeah, we ain't even gonna ask you, Jeff. We're gonna leave you out.
No. You know what? No. Hold on. I will be fair.
Okay.
No. I will be fair because I've actually had this conversation with my wife. We've actually had this talk not recently.
Okay.
So the strangest, the weirdest place that I've ever done this was in the back seat of a car behind the Ingalls.
Behind Ingalls?
Oh, you got groceries.
Yeah.
He got the groceries.
Groceries.
I'm gonna tell you all the details in the green room.
In the green room. Okay. All right. And since I asked the question, I'll be cool to answer the question.
My brother.
What?
Which one are you gonna choose?
Hey.
No, the one I was gonna choose. Wait, hold on. No,
Yeah.
not the one in the in South Orange Towers. I ain't talking about that one. I ain't gonna say that one. It was in the elevator, and while we were in the middle of whatever, the elevator started moving, and it came. Somebody called the elevator, and the doors opened, and
why you ain't hit the stop button?
No, for what? And then the people excuse my language, but it was some white people, and we didn't stop. And the dude was like, so what floor are you going to?
To the top?
I said 3.
Sorry.
He put the 3 button there. We went back up, and very interesting night. Very interesting night. All right, so
Mercy.
they head on. Next scene is the lady lounge. The ladies get together pretty much to vote somebody off because the ladies have the power on this episode. They get to vote someone off, and what ends up happening is they vote on 2 guys who pretty much are at the bottom, who people really aren't feeling it by the masses, and then they decide one of them who's considered not ready to love, who they deem is not ready to love. Now, Aisha isn't there because she gets in a car accident. Now, my man Phil goes to help her out. He's her knight in shining armor, which is
she should have called me.
She should have called you. You would have drove all the way to DC. Well, I ain't far from you actually.
6 hours.
Yeah, I mean, but you'd have got there in time by the time police left.
Yeah.
You'd have got there.
He would have been there.
Then I would have talked him.
Well, so what are your thoughts on how I didn't realize so many people like Cornelius?
Oh no, yeah. Mhm.
And then not only did a lot of people like Cornelius,
He liked them back
he liked them back.
because he be talking to them.
And then
Camille so
and Camille
fire.
was so she was such a hater.
She did not know he was talking to people on the phone and stuff like that.
Yo, y'all know I like crazy.
She felt like she'd been cheated
That
on.
crazy.
Hey,
That's the type of crazy.
yeah, that she was on some different shit. Like she was on.
She got to go.
Yeah, I can honestly. Well, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Jeff, what were your thoughts on what's her name? Carrie.
It's Carrie.
Carrie. What's your thoughts on Carrie? Because I thought that Tyrone, me and Key had a conversation off air prior to the show, and she thinks that Tyrone didn't deal with the situation with Carrie correctly. I thought he dealt with it the best he could. It may not have been correct, but it was the best he could in the moment. So for those who don't know, if you haven't watched the show,
Tune in.
Carrie was feeling Tyrone. Tyrone said he was feeling Carrie, but he wasn't feeling her as much as he was feeling 3 other women. And Tyrone felt as though he couldn't basically put his energies into 4 women. 3 was enough. And since she fell in 4th, basically on his ranking meter, he decided to let her know that he wasn't feeling her like that. He didn't say he wasn't feeling her at all. He just said he wasn't feeling her like that. And I think in this process, the thing that I agreed with him in saying it was, I'm not going to waste any more of your time when you could try to find a connection with someone else. So it doesn't matter how I say it to you. Well, it depends how I say it to you. It doesn't matter what I say, just as long as you understand that this connection is not going to go any further than where it is. And apparently he called,
I think it was Shiloh.
He called Shiloh, and Shiloh was like, hey, look, I'm going to give you some insight. He said that he only had a capacity for 3. And then Carrie made a good point. He should have discussed that. He should have told that to me.
Like that wasn't the problem. It was the fact that the same way he called her and was cold on the phone and was just like, oh, I can't do this anymore. I don't feel a connection. Whatever he said to her, the same way he worded it to her, he could have said what he said to Shiloh.
But what if he doesn't know how to break up with somebody?
Well, he's socially awkward.
Yeah, he said he's socially awkward now.
So he doesn't really know how to break up with nobody.
Yeah.
In no relationship.
I got an interesting take on it. I think I got an interesting take on this.
Go ahead, Jeff.
Yeah, so I think for him, knowing what he said earlier in the conversation on his date about his PTSD, what came to my mind when he started talking about this is he felt more comfortable talking to Shiloh. And I know, people who have gone through PTSD, when they have that safe space, they'll run to that safe space first before they go to anything else. So he was dead wrong for how he delivered the information. He was dead wrong for what he did. But because he felt safest talking to her first, that's who he decided to go to. Now, do I agree he should have told our girl? Yeah, he did. But I think the way that, I don't know what's like triggered in his mind or what's going on, it just made more sense for him to talk to her first. So that's just how I took it.
And I get that because of the fear.
That makes sense.
Fear factor will trigger the PTSD. So I could see that being actual, factual, but I gotta give shout out to Shiloh for spilling the tea, because all that do is make her look better to the dudes and creates havoc for whatever Carrie, because she whacked to me. It makes her go on a rampage. I think it's gonna make her go on a rampage where she screw up with all these dudes and get voted off. So shout out to Shiloh for being messy. I love you.
All right, Key, what did you think of Key? Your thoughts on basically, there's 2 people there who we know who fell in the bottom 2, Carrington and Corey. All right, Corey had one person to speak up for him, and I think if Aisha had made it to the meeting, I think Aisha would have spoke up for Carrington. Your thoughts on, do you think that, because we know Carrington gets voted off, But and he handled it so. I thought he handled it in a
He
messed
handled
up,
it
like
in
an
a very
arrogant ass. That's how he handled it. He handled
it
ass.
very tangy.
He handled it very tangy.
Because I would have called him sis after that.
Honey,
like an aggravated woman.
Yes, like he was about to fight her for this.
Like he came and when he sat down, he was like, "Hold on." When he felt it, he was like, "So basically, this is y'all voting me off." Like he went into that defense mechanism, and his feminine side kind of came out. He kind of showed a little bit of femininity in that scene.
Showing that feminine the whole 3.
It get much more.
Where on the flip side, Corey was on his 100% masculine.
That earring got the twinging.
Yeah, his earring got the twinging. But I think, do you think that there's a different outcome if Aisha makes it to that meeting?
No.
No, because I truly feel like they keeping Corey for entertainment purposes. I don't feel like they think that Corey is ready for love. I think they're keeping him because he has.
Nah, he's not that entertaining.
He's the people's choice right now.
Corey's entertaining,
but he's more entertaining. He was in the bottom 2 twice. But Corey does keep some type of drama going on because he still has this whole copy paste thing to him. He doesn't have any type of genuineness.
But he should be beyond that point by now.
Yeah, I think he's being genuine now. He's just
he's just genuinely corny.
That's what I was about to say. He's just genuinely
he's whack. He doesn't know how to. He found out. He found a way to get women to actually say yes to him, and he never learned how to switch up
to maintain it.
No, just switch up, because if what works for you as a female is not going to work for the woman that's sitting next to you. So you got to be able to adapt and switch up. You know, and that's what he can't do. He knows how to play his game, and that's it. And
well, what I will say is
he's genuine. I think he's a genuine dude.
I think he played the last 10 minutes of the episode perfect.
Yeah, because I'm still trying to figure out how she said he'd get to a second date.
Well, because Tasia don't have nobody wanting to take her on a first date.
Oh, that would got to be because he's creepy.
Yeah,
agreed.
And he might be. He might be.
When he was on a date with her, like he about to get sent home, he on a date with her, but I think he genuinely listened and wants to be viewed as a better person to these women.
Yeah, I agree with you. I as much as corny as he is, I think he's oblivious. Before now, he was oblivious to why people thought the way they thought about him.
Yeah, because he comes off as a gigolo.
Yeah, because to him, what he was doing was working. Well, no, it's working on internet dating. Like you
obviously it's not working if you got to go on his show.
Yeah, which is true. But for him, he felt like it was working. And the only perception that counts is the person perceiving it. And to him, it was working. But it's through this process, he's literally seeing like, oh, well, that doesn't work. Because he left the brunch without a date and fell ass backwards into one because somebody had a flat tire. And him being himself, because I think the person that changed the tire is the genuine Corey. I think that's him.
I think the guy on the date was the real Corey too.
Yeah, but I think he feels like he has to put on this persona because maybe back in the day when he was in high school and college or whatever it was, he was himself and didn't get the play he wanted.
I'm gonna look it up. He probably was sad.
So now, this was saying. So now he feels like he has to put on this persona. I am the number one personal trainer in the DMV, and I'm that, and that's cool, but you still got to be yourself. And I think on the date with Tasia, even when he hugged her, he put his hand on her behind, being the creep, doing the creep stuff. But then she was like, yo, you don't have permission. But he goes, like, he literally is oblivious that this is an elimination date. You know what? I don't want to sit across from you. I want to sit next to you. And he put his arm on, and he shows her all of the attention that she's been craving off of someone that no one has given her. in the most unlikeliest of scenarios because she's coming in and her mindset
you get him every now and again.
Her mindset wasn't on. Think about it. Her mindset was on. I'm about to tell this dude what he got to do to not go home with these other women because apparently he's not interested in me. So I'm going to tell him how to get through with these other women.
Yeah,
and he shows interest in her. And I think Eddie Murphy has one of the best jokes I've ever heard. He said, if a person is starving and you give them a cracker, they gonna eat the hell out of that damn cracker. You give them a regular old plain saltine. Damn saltine. This must be a rich cracker. God damn this damn shit. And he goes off about the fact that if you give a hungry person the smallest of things, they're gonna act like it's the best thing ever. And you're talking about a person who Tasia is on the verge of elimination. And she's craving, like all of her ego has taken an enormous hit. People have been having conversations on the phone. She really hasn't. And imagine sitting at that table with all the women and they talking about all the guys because we only see a cut. People like Courtney has probably had conversation with every man there. A person like Zadia, what's her name? Only want to talk to one person.
But she talked to more than one.
She talked to more than one. She only wants to talk to one. Sabrina has probably talked to multiple men. You know what I'm saying? And she's admitted as such. And I think she's a big reason why Carrington ended up going home because Carrington was on some man. If you can't deal with a young, then you just I'll be out now. Like we ain't even got to talk about this. Blah 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 blah.
He likes to argue with women.
He likes to argue with women, like you said.
Yeah.
So I just feel like he gave her what she wanted. Corey gave Tasia what she wanted, and that's how he made it to a second date with Tasia. And I'm gonna say something crazy. I think Tasia is probably the best woman there for him.
I think that she's the only woman there for him.
I think she's the best woman there for him.
I did like that date with Mumin, though. I'm not gonna front.
I like the date with Mumin. Yes, I did. I
think there is some chemistry there.
Oh no, definitely. And I think that's gonna boost him up in the rankings on the next one. Now
he need to get her in the gym.
My crush. Key, who's your crush on this show?
Who you think my crush is?
Who do I think your crush is?
Yeah, I want to know what y'all think.
I think it's Frank.
No.
What?
Deep voice.
It's not Frank.
Who's your crush?
Hello.
Y'all really don't know.
And it's gonna as people get sent home. as people get sent home, it's gonna be person to person.
If you say to fight you, Keith. If you say Corey, I'm gonna fight you.
No, she don't like crazy.
Hold in hell before I say something like that.
Yeah, she don't like crazy.
Okay. My crush this week is Phil.
What?
He make me feel like warming for this week. I like him in that yellow.
You like the more regular dudes.
Jeff, I don't know if you can answer this question. Is your wife gonna allow you to answer this question?
He can say his wife.
Yeah, that's the answer.
My crush. Nope. My wife is my beautiful. My crush is my beautiful wife. Yeah, my crush is my beautiful wife of 8 years. I love you, baby.
Oh, he got to say. What's that song, Barry White? My last, my everything.
Hey, Eve, what's your crush?
On straight. Go ahead, shout out Ibby. Who you got?
Ready? No. New York City.
Hold on, Eve.
How he get music in the
song? God. I love him.
I got you, Eve. I got you. You know I got you. I had to get these damn YouTube commercials.
It's okay.
As soon as this damn Google commercial go off, I can play it.
Aisha.
Yeah, wait on.
You were supposed to wait on your drop.
Band.
Nah.
No matter what people say,
Look at him.
No matter what.
You say what?
New York women so fine. You know what I'm saying? I think women across the world are beautiful, but it's something about
she's got the ill nah.
Yeah. My brother. You know,
And I had to get the hair right. Somebody with the blonde hair, the whole vibe. I figure
I don't even care the blonde hair. I don't even care nothing about that. I don't even care nothing about it. She don't gotta wear none of that, all of that stuff she be wearing on TV. Throw that woman in some sweatpants, some Jordans, and a fitted, because she going to work.
Get her some unfiltered sweats.
Yo, I like them simple. Blue jeans, a t-shirt, and some Jordans. You know what I'm saying? Like Lauryn Hill.
Johnny Blaze, the Iron Lung.
Yo,
there you go, Eve.
Now you know Foxy Brown. I like Foxy Brown more than
Look at him.
Get it, Eve.
New York City, Queens, Brooklyn, Bronx, Manhattan, Staten Island. Talk to me nice. Love a New York woman.
All right. My crush this week is Courtney. That hair, that face, that complexion.
You like trees.
Nah, I don't.
She tall.
I don't like trees. I like showing because it's literally between like if I'm gonna be real with you. If
she a dunk.
If what's her girl name? If Zadia had a better weave, I'll probably go with Zadia. But I'm too picky to work with that. I just got too much going on. Oh, if she had the box braid, she'd definitely been out.
She was talking about how don't touch her hair. Man, girl, I would yank the wig off.
No. You misunderstood what she was saying.
No, I understood what she was saying.
Yankee.
No, I understood
My head to be pulled.
Whoa.
Just don't touch it.
I understood that.
She
understood that.
Whoa, wait a minute. You can pull it, but don't.
No, I got that, Key. I got that.
Time out. Pause.
I got that part. I know what touching is, and yeah, I understand that. But don't tell me that. Keep that to yourself, because I'm gonna do what I want. I'll pay for your hair to get done.
Well, if you're paying for it, then do what you want to do. But
that's what I'm talking about.
Episodes.
Yeah, we gotta go whole new episode though. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get out of here. We done got a good bit of people at time. So Eve, tell them how they can find you.
You can find me on Instagram, BigKidEnvy, BigKidEnvy. Holla at your boy.
All right, Jeff, tell them how they can find you, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am on Instagram. Follow me at @thatdude_Jeff. Man, I'll be looking for you.
All right. Key, tell them how they can find you.
You can find MyCurlsspeak with Key each and every Wednesday, wherever you get your podcast. You can find my podcast Instagram at MCS with Key. You can find my personal Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, Twitter at The Diary of Key. And on Clubhouse, Key has 2 Y's. And also, if you didn't hear what I just said, you can go to MyCurlsspeak.com and all of my social tags are on there.
All right, and you can find me on Instagram at Yosh in the building. That's YOSHIN the building. Make sure you catch me on my podcast every Monday and Wednesday, the Relationship Status Podcast with CL and Neek. If you want to follow us on social media, that's RELSTAT Podcast. If you want to join the conversation, whether it's here for Ready to Love, or you can catch us, this same crew, on Thursday at 7, where we review Married at First Sight. Trust me, if you enjoyed this, you're definitely going to enjoy that. And if you enjoyed that, you're definitely going to enjoy this. You catch us every Thursday at 7. But if you want to join that conversation or any conversation we have, email us at relstatpodcast@gmail.com or hit us on the hotline. You could actually text the hotline, 843-310-8347. That's 843-310-86. I'm sorry. 843-310-8637. Go ahead, email, leave a message, text message, leave a voicemail. Make sure that when you catch Past the Remote, Relationship Status, MyCurlsspeak with Key, make sure you comment, share, subscribe, and 5-star rate. Until next time, we're out of here.